Hey guys, my name is Adam Wallace, and welcome back to the JuiceBox. This is the JuiceBox Reviews with Lamb of God's The Duke. It's been over a year since their 7th album, Sturm und Drang, and Lamb of God have just unleashed a new EP entitled The Duke. This EP features 2 brand new studio tracks as well as 3 live performances of songs from Sturm und Drang, their last album, and those are from a couple of different festivals. This is going to be a quick review because, well, it's a short EP and I don't necessarily need to cover the live tracks a whole lot. The title track is the first thing that we get to hear, and also the only single release from this EP, The Duke. It's a song that takes a much less riffy approach, and it resembles a very small handful of their other tracks by incorporating clean vocals. And by other tracks, I mean specifically a few songs from the last album, like Overlord and Embers. In fact, this entire song, The Duke, is almost all clean vocals, which is a totally different step forward for the lads in Lamb of God. And a lot of people are worried that this is the beginning of the end for them. Like, they think they're going to end up as some kind of mainstream rock band. I don't believe that for a fucking second. And I dig this track, and I love that they're incorporating new dynamics into their style. You can't play the same shit forever, and that goes for every band. Although the intro of this song does remind me of Vigil, I'm 100% okay with that because Vigil is amazing. For those who don't know or are interested to learn more about this song, it was written for a fan by the name of Wayne Ford, who unfortunately passed away, and Randy Bly dedicated the song to him. So this guy Wayne Ford was diagnosed with leukemia in 2012, and he was a huge fan of the band. And Bly met Wayne in wake of hearing his story, and they ended up becoming great friends. He was a big inspiration to Randy in the sense that he had endured something so heavy and something that Randy himself has never experienced, and somehow he managed to keep his dignity throughout the entire thing. So this track was written in the sessions for Sturm und Drang, but it didn't make the cut because it had no lyrics at the time. So at this point, after hearing he passed, Bly decided to write the lyrics for this song, and he wrote them through Wayne's perspective, and he included personal tidbits and some of the lyrics that would resonate with his wife, so it was also kind of a gift for her too. And this is something that he's never done before, written a song through someone else's perspective, and that in itself, that's a challenge. Really challenging thing, but it's also a great way to come up with new sounds and new concepts for songs. So I'd love to hear them do that again, because Randy is a fantastic writer. So if some of you are saying you don't like this song, but try and see it as a tribute. It's for a big fan of the band. It's fantastic. It's a really nice thing of them to do. Look past the fact that there's no scowls or signature Randy screams. Just see it for what it is, because it is really good. Upon release of the EP, Lamb of God have been raising awareness of the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society by starting a campaign on all their platforms of social media. So this goes along with the promotion of the EP, so it's kind of a win-win situation. So the band are offering their own personal sign instruments, as well as music, shirts, all of this in exchange for just a small donation. Which is absolutely worth it, and the donation goes towards research for these horrible illnesses, leukemia, cancer, lymphoma. So each person who donates, they'll be entered for a chance to win Randy's gold Ashes of the Wake plaque. And not only that, you can win his book, handwritten lyric sheets for the EP, and all of this is signed by the band. So you're donating money, you're getting a prize, like a t-shirt, whatever it is you buy, and then you're also entered for a chance to win all of this cool shit. It's a fantastic cause. Absolutely, all of you go check it out. I'm going to post some links in the description actually. So after the video, definitely give it a click. The next track is called The Culling, and holy fuck, is it ever heavy. It sounds like something that came right off of Sacrament or Wrath. It's extremely riffy, and it's hard hitting, packs a solid punch. With my first listen, I was absolutely hooked, which is I mean, for Lamb of God, that doesn't happen too frequently for me, but right away, this is an instant classic. I'm really hoping they can incorporate this into their live sets in the future, because I know the fans would love this, and I'm genuinely surprised it didn't make it to Sturm und Drang. Come to think of it, it probably wasn't finished like the Duke, so that might be why. Other than Engage the Fear Machine, I could easily say this is the catchiest chorus of a song that Lamb of God have come up with in quite a few albums. So if you haven't heard it yet, check it the fuck out. Onto the last 3 tracks, they're all live performances. There's Still Echoes, live from Rock am Ring, 512, and Engage the Fear Machine, both live from Bonnaroo. All tracks again from Sturm und Drang. And what can I say? They're all killer songs, and I'm glad that they included them because there's actually 2 of my favourite songs there. So that's had me pleased a bunch. And if you haven't heard Lamb of God live before, I would absolutely say you must. Like, go see them if you ever have the chance. I saw them, well, I actually went to see Slipknot, but Lamb of God were there. I was just getting into them, and they absolutely stole the show. Like, they put on a hell of a show, and they fucking wail. So please, if you ever have the chance to go see them, do it. Don't even think about it. And if you don't get the chance to see them, well, you should definitely check out Killadelphia. Killadelphia is a concert that they recorded in 2005, if I remember correctly. You can find it on YouTube, or you can stream it online. It's or you can buy the DVD. That, you know, support the band. It's absolutely crushing, fantastic, powerful performance, and the set is fucking sweet. Anyway, sorry, I won't blabber about that. Go watch that because it's fucking sweet. Engage the Fear Machine. Sorry, I have to bring it up again. Amazing song, and I was really glad to see that they recorded this song because they were actually playing the song. We saw them when Sturm und Drang just came out, and my brother and I were really hoping to see them play it live, but they didn't. But it looks like they finally pulled it out, and I'm hoping to see it in the future because it is a fantastic song, fantastic lyrics, riffy as all fuck. Classic Lamb of God. So, if you haven't heard the Duke yet, I would say you'll love this album if you liked Sturm und Drang. I know Sturm und Drang was a bit of hit and miss for everyone, but I personally loved it. I mean, it was way better than the last album. Was it Resolution? I can't even remember, I barely listened to it. If you never give Lamb of God a shot, this is a fantastic place to start, because it's only a handful of songs, and it shows a wicked range of their abilities. Gathered, it's all new material, but you really have to start somewhere, and it's best to start with the new stuff. The heavier stuff will grow on you once you get past the easy listening anyway. Out of 10, I'm going to give this an 8.5. I loved it through and through, and it was a ballsy as hell release. I say ballsy just because of the title track, The Duke. Such a different song, but it was musically brilliant, lyrically fantastic, and is so respectable because it goes towards such a great cause. And amongst that, it's a fantastic tribute to Wayne Ford. The only reason it loses the full 10 here is because the live tracks kind of dominate the entire EP. I'd like to hear just maybe one live track or an alternate edition of a track, you know, something like that, and then accompanied by a few more unreleased or studio efforts. Anyway, that's all the time I have for today. Thank you for listening, guys. My name is Adam Wallace. This is the JuiceBox Reviews. This is Lamb of God, The Duke. Check it out. These guys have been contributing massively to the metal community worldwide for so long now. They deserve your attention, and your ears deserve their music.
One more kiss, dear. One more sigh. Only this, dear, is goodbye. For our love is such pain and such pleasure.